Oh, they underestimated you, honey. They greatly underestimated you. Now, you are somebody that is always 10 steps ahead of the game, okay? This person thought they were 11 steps ahead of you the whole time. And they're having the biggest wake-up call. And this has caused them to have a narcissistic collapse. Now, this reading is going to feel super, super personal, okay? This is going to feel like a one-on-one. If this reading is for you, I'm going to hit on specific targeted pieces. Obviously, although this is going to feel like a one-on-one, please remember this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But for each of you, I will be hitting on targeted specifics, okay? That's one thing I do know if this is your reading. You are somebody that is highly in tune and connected to the divine. This connection was sent to you for you to attune and dig up all the roots of all your past traumas, okay, all in one. So honey, I know this is something that really kind of shook up your world. This experience that is either happened or happening has really shook your world. But I want you to know this is for your bigger purpose, for you to ultimately step in all of your power, and rightfully so, because you are one fine ass, spiritually attuned, powerful, intuitive, connected, healing, psychic, natural light giver of this world. And a mother trucker tried to play you. Are they okay? Are they freaking okay? I don't think they are, honey. The energy that I'm picking up on, this mother trucker is not okay. You've completely shut down every bit of their ego. They feel lost. They feel like they're clutching at straws. And all that is happening is you are popping up in their mind, left, right, and center, no matter how much they try to run away from you because they feel defeated. But this person thinks they're the big I am, so this defeat is eating them up alive. Now, I feel like you, beautiful, handsome, pretty soul, okay, and looks-wise, I will add, and looks-wise, okay, you got it all. It's really important for you to understand, okay, that this was to shape the way that you would have acted in the past, okay, for you to close out an ultimate cycle that had been going on for your whole life, possibly in past lives as well, or parallel realities, past lives, past existences that are all running concurrent at the same time, okay? You've kind of caused this ripple effect when it comes to how it affects all the timelines that have been operating. Okay, so this is a big moment. Listen, stick around. If you haven't subscribed already, please like and subscribe this video. We're about to get super deep. We're going deeper than the freaking ocean. We're going higher than the freaking stars with this reading, honey. And that is such a match because you are the freaking star and you are the freaking ocean. You are somebody that is literally, you have this light about you, okay? You have this light about you that is transcending, like I say, through parallels at the moment because of how toxic this last situation was for you or currently is for you. Remember, I feel like I'm talking to two kind of different collectives at the same time, okay? You've already you've come out of this and you've made it the other side, or you're currently going through this. This is where we're at. And if you're at this side, this reading is going to help you piece everything together as to why and where you're going. This is why it had to happen. I feel like you know though, but this will give you a bit more insight. And for those that it's happening to already, I know it feels shitty as fuck, okay? I know this, but understand that it's for a bigger purpose. Now, this person underestimated you for a reason. You've been hidden your whole life for a reason, okay? Okay, you little star, okay? Like I said, you're the star. Because you are somebody that is highly, highly connected to the divine, okay? You may have been asleep before, but my honey, you woke up and you started shining your light. for this collective, sorry, a download's come through for you. You felt like you was already shining your light before this person came into your life. And it kind of like, there's this aspect that's like, but I was doing so well. I healed everything. I did heal everything. No, you didn't. You thought you did. You thought you had, okay? Because you were isolating. You was alone. You thought you had. It was like, and I always say this to my clients, okay? If it's like a similar situation to this, it's like something will come along and it would dig up all the weeds that you couldn't quite see, for it to come up to be alchemized and for you to go into a different timeline to once and for all close out that cycle. So that, my love, okay? Yes, you were doing great. You worked on so many things. You literally revamped your whole freaking existence, including how you, in every part of it, I feel like you did so freaking well, but there was just some hidden things that needed to come out for the surface. And this is why they sent you your arch nemesis, okay? I'm such a little nig, like I do, I still play, okay? Sonic the Hedgehog, okay? That's what I still play to this very day. Do you remember at the end of it, you would meet your arch nemesis? It's the chubby guy that's in the little spaceship that goes, yeah? You go through all of that game to ultimately beat that arch nemesis. If you can shut him down and do everything that's right, you go into the next level. This is what it's been like, okay? So I know you did loads of work. You freaking smashed it. You did amazing, but there was just some things. This had to come in because of an accelerator to get you to your highest timeline, okay? That message came through strong for your final. So you take that message, and you know that, because everything I say to you, honey, I'm just helping you remember, okay? I'm just remembering who you mother trucking are. This is what all spiritual practice is about, because you do know, okay? You're all connected. You're all exactly where you're meant to be, and you do know. This, obviously, as you can tell with my styles of reading, I'm always there to get you from where you are through this trauma to get you to where you need to be. Not on just the 3D, I'm talking onto your highest timeline. That's the tarot reader that I am for you, okay? If you're not like that and you're somebody that chooses to stay in the 3D, I am not your reader, okay? I appreciate you. I love you, but darling, there's probably a different reader out there for you if you're not willing to get onto your highest timeline, okay? It's just the way that the cookie crumbles, and you gave all your cookies to this mother trucker that don't deserve you, okay? Yes, they're a piece of shizzle. Yes, they were always punching with you. Yes, they're a liar. Yes, they're a manipulator. Yes, they are a cheater. Yes, they have potential to do things that can shock you, yeah? Which you saw a bit, but you got out of it quicker than what you got out of it. There's people that have even been done worse, Spirit's telling me, from this person you've just got away from, okay? There's people that got done even worse, and I know yours was traumatic. It was awful, but you are so lucky that it didn't go ahead even more further with this person. And if you are a small part of the collective on this, involved in this reading, and you have been done the worst, I'm talking the worst, I'm talking like, I don't even want to bring it up to trigger anything in you, but I'm talking things that certain side of these people can't comprehend. If that is you, I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry that you went through all of this. And listen, I'm here to tell you, I know it don't seem like it, but there has been a bigger purpose. I'm not trying to discard anything. It was nasty, awful, and awful, and awful. You should book in with a private reading with me, because there's more that you need to know. But stick around still. You're still going to get value, okay? This mother trucker is everything that doesn't represent you, okay? They're everything that you would never want to be, ever want to have, ever want to live their life like them. Yes, they came into your life. It's not because because they are a reflection of you, as in you are this person too. For some of you, yes, it is that. But for a lot of you, okay, it is that they came along because they can trigger what needs to be activated in you for you to heal certain wounds. So they mirror your traumas and certain things that needed to be healed. Okay, that's why. There was a lot of betrayal, lies, frustration, and a bit of desperation during this connection between you both. both of you, okay? I don't want to say stuff that's going to like fully trigger you, because I don't want to hold you back in a cycle, but I will be touching upon things and you will know, okay? Okay, so this person, they have not been showing their true face and emotions when it comes to how deeply they feel hurt, but they hurt you super deeply, okay? And I feel that you were the one that was quite more expressive with your emotions, okay? Because you're showing up as somebody that does connect the spirit realm and the physical realm. You are balanced in both areas, so you expressed when you was hurt, and I feel like there was a time when you did shut it down, though. You learned that you had to, okay? That was the best thing for you to do, okay? This person, they might have said to you a few times that they feel that you're their soulmate. This could have been a love bombing case, or or this person is like, they have these weird tendencies where they go all in at first. It's not really weird tendencies, it's more avoidant tendencies, okay, where they go all in at first. They may had even thought you were their soulmate, and they gave all in until a certain side of them came out. So it was one of those two, okay? This person is watching you, okay? They're either checking your socials, your old socials, or they're watching. If it's not you specifically, it's like your friends, to see if you pop up and things like that. They feel like they're at a crossroads, even with you till this day, that they're trying to come back. Yeah, look, because listen, remember I said to you earlier, they were mirroring a reflection of what needs to be healed within you, and you were mirroring what needs to be healed within them, but in a completely different way. This person is pretending like they're okay. I feel like there is one friend that they do either open up to, or that this friend can tell that they're not okay. Angel number 1414 is relevant, okay? What also is relevant? Whoa, a lot of fake. Oh, okay. Oh, I love this. I'm so proud of you. So, right, okay. They are still stuck in this energy, okay? When I say stuck, I mean like they're in the wine bottle with the freaking cork stuck in, all right? And they're the wine, like, I need to get out, I need to breathe, yeah? That's how stuck they are. And with you realized this was a karmic relationship. You realized that you could have had some unhealthy kind of attachments and... I can't find the word I'm looking for. Unhealthy attachments and certain things that would spark your desire when you're treated a certain way, knowingly or unknowingly. It kind of you were a prime suspect for a freaking trauma bond, okay? This is like you would walk straight into it and not quite realize that it's a trauma bond. You used to think it was love because you didn't know what a trauma bond was. That's what I'm getting, all right? But you do now. You do now. Woo! Okay, thank you. Tell me more, Spirit. Okay, what is also relevant for you is spiders. Spiders, okay? In a sense of, not that you like them or you like them, it was like something of an experience with a spider, but in a sense of you either saw like loads of spiders, baby spiders in a web, like babies, so there was loads of them, or you had like, I don't even like spiders. So talking about this gets me, but you saw like a massive spider and it shocked you, and yeah. I don't like spiders, okay? I'm trying to work on that. I really am. That's my thing. Spiders and wasps are the two things I'm like, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, let me finish off your bit. Today, you've been learning, expanding, transcending, and I feel like you've been preparing, like kind of doing the inner work for your ultimate partner. You're not settling for anything or anyone unless it is the one. So you probably, I think you've realized that a lot of people are not the one, okay? Remember though, you either need like one. Imagine it's one person in this world, possibly two in case one transitions over the rainbow, and then you're blessed enough to have another divine one experience. So 1 or 2. Most of everyone that you meet are not, if you're outside anyway. If you're not, which I feel like a lot of you are not, you've either chosen to go on celibate, or you get asked out on dates a lot, but you know it's not even worth wasting your time. Even if you fancy someone, you know that fancying them is not enough. It depends what energy you're in though. Money chucker. Yeah, okay. You're funny. Okay. Yeah, right, okay, so this person feels, like I said, they feel stuck in a lock with you. For some of you, you would have actually gone to France. I think it's France, somewhere in Europe, and they have, like, you know, the lock and chain key things. You went and did that, or you did something that was something to do on a wall, like not graffiti, but possibly, yeah, graffiti, maybe on a wall that was allowed, or something to do with that. These are your signs, okay? For some of the collective, that's your message. Some of you well, in fact, engaged or married to this person. For others of you, marriage could have been spoken about or at some point, whether positive or negative. Okay, something to do with marriage or engagement or something like that. Okay, this person, ooh, you've got them weighed down like in a chokehold. I don't feel like this is like true divine love at all, though. I feel like this is more possession and control. For some of you, thank you, Spirit. For some of you, this person may well could have said to you, like, if I can't have you, no one else can. Or if I possess you. Something along them lines. I possess you. You do. If something along. Ooh, I got the ick. It just gave me the freaking ick. I'm sorry. This energy, I can't deal. I can't. Is this what you're dealing with? Ew. Freaking ew. This person, okay, has ultimately, sorry, I'm heavily clairsentient. I get these weird sensations all over my body, and I just felt like this tingling go all over my head, but in a beautiful, nice tingling way. It was like this energy rising within you that healed all your insecurities. I do feel like there's some active within you still, because it's like the feeling stopped here. It didn't go fully all the way down, but you're very close. You're very close. This, for some of you, was to do with insecurities that have accumulated from childhood. In some way, you never were felt enough, and this person was the last arch nemesis to come along and, you know, alchemize and heal this within you. If this is you, I want to say big congratulations, because a lot of people at this point turn resentful and bitter, and they choose not to do the inner work, and they choose to kind of like stay in that cycle, and they feel like they've leveled up because they've got angry and won't accept anything anymore, but they're bitter and resentful. Like, you've chosen this other path. Props to you, honey, honestly. Props to you. Spirit's saying, listen, I do feel like there could have been some third party interferences in here, okay? This is what in turn came to the colour blue, green and gold is relevant to, okay? Also an egg timer and like ornaments or something carved out of wood. Not ornaments, but I'm getting like an old school, you know, when like you used to get so some of you could be in the age range of 35 to 47, I'm getting, and so you will know, it's like I just got a vision of, you know, like a CD, you know, like a CD case, but it's wooden. It's wooden. It has carvings in it. Okay, for some of you that. So at the beginning, I said to you, this person is highly narcissistic. How this manifested in your life is in a sense like this. Some of you may not have realized that this is a covert narcissist. So they're not necessarily overt. So, you know, they still have, they do have them tendencies. You might have not just seen them, okay? But they could be very nice to you. They're at your every beck and call. They could be doing things, like to the point where they're doing so many acts of service for you that they wanted you to rely on them to the point where when they left you, that they thought that you would always come back running to them, so they would do loads of things for you. It could be to the point where it's ridiculously there at your every beck and call. Every time you had an argument, they would play victim, so you would think that they were just damaged or hurt by the past and da-da-da-da-da. But every time something came out about this person, it really shocked you. Those were the glimpses of who they really are, okay? For some of you, that, you know, is super soft and kind and don't believe in any standing up for yourself and an extreme people pleaser, you may well could have attracted a like malignant type of narcissist, so the more violent ones, that is like the complete opposite to what you are, but you probably went through some sort of really turmoil childhood, okay, where maybe possibly your parents put you in detrimental situations. So we've got the covert. Do you know what? Going back with the covert, it's like you were probably the tough person that never plays victim. So you wouldn't understand that when someone's playing the victim, that it's manipulation, because to you it's like, ew, why are you playing victim for? That's gross. Who would ever want to do that? So if you're playing the victim, you're actually a victim. And where you're highly empathetic, you thought this person was actually a victim, because for you, you're so tough and strong, no one's actually going to be acting like weak like that. So you took that weakness as it must be true. Ooh. And then, yeah, do you know what I'm trying to get here? So Spirit's telling me that it came in the opposite form of what you wouldn't expect, because it had to be done so smartly that you wouldn't recognize it. So with the side that got the coverts, where you're so confident and stand on shizzle, if somebody gave you, where you understand that side, I feel like you could have possibly been a bit toxic when you was a bit younger as well. Like, yeah, but not really inside, but it was like you were trained that way, okay? With you lot, it's kind of like it had to be covert, because where you used to be so strong on the external but so soft in the inside, and you had the wall that you had to be tough, you would never think that someone's going to act like this and play not being tough, because you see being vulnerable and weak as strength, because that's something you can never do, because you've always had to act tough. And then the same for the other side. Oh honey, this is so deep in there. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what's relevant for you that's coming through is the number 4. So it could be 444 is relevant, okay, and 222, and initials B and J have come out. Okay. Do you know what's funny about you, and what I really admire now, is that you understand it's not worth taking the risk. And if this is currently playing out for you, us not like are telling you, listen, it's not worth taking the risk, all right? The whole time something was ringing in you that something was off, but where this person or the attachment was so strong at the time, you kept going back, but something was always off for you. For some of you, your body rejected this person before your mind did. Like, you actually had physical symptoms, whether this was, it came out in your skin or internal, like I'm getting stomach pains and headaches coming through, skin rashes, acne. Yeah, okay, this was what was all going on, but at the time you didn't know that this was your body rejecting them. This played out a good few times where you found out stuff, you gave it another chance. This was because this was your trauma speaking and trying to wake you up and, you know, come up to alchemize, all right? Football is connected, or a footballer is connected to some of you, or football in some way. Spirit is saying you shine too brightly. There was always more to the story, and it's what I'm explaining to you on a spiritual level, all right? I'm not talking just like 3D, oh, they did more and da-da-da, because yeah, they did, you know they did. Who cares at this point? It was all for a greater purpose, but there was more to the story on a spiritual level. This person thinks about you night and day. You always deserved better than what is on offer, okay? They want to say sorry to you. Spirit say, listen, like, don't let no one influence you, okay? There was times, okay, yeah, this person was definitely heavily abusive. They verbally abusive, and emotionally, for some of you physically abusive. There was abusive, okay? So there was a few scenarios that played out, things that you noticed, things that you thought you stood on business for, but you always went back. So it kind of counted. It was kind of very contradictory to what you thought you was doing, Spirit is saying, okay? Because they never actually changed. Let me go here for you. Spirit, can you tell me some more about what unfolded in this connection so my collective know that it was for them? For some of you, you believe that this person is your twin flame. If you subscribe to that narrative, I still put them in the category of some sort of karmic. You was meant to learn. There was highly triggering. There was a lot of things that were brought up for you. Okay, there was a hell of a lot of triggers, and this is why I said at the beginning it's about frustration, betrayal. All of these were done to activate something within you. Okay, you was never meant to be with this person here. You had some chaser tendencies that needed to be dealt with. All right. So give yourself grace, okay? Give yourself a lot of grace at this current time or give yourself grace for the person that put up with this stuff, okay? In the past, it was meant to happen. You've shifted timelines now, or you're about to. So understand that's a past life. It is irrelevant. All you need to take forward with you is the lessons that were meant to be played out. Okay, this person was very strategic when it came to you. They used to study you. I feel like where you were quite emotionally open, at times you did say too much, and this person did know exactly how to play you in a sense, but this person weren't realizing that, listen, one thing about you do know the game at the same time. Okay, you know some sort of aspect, and this is what was lurking beneath the surface the whole time. You always knew that you was going to break up with this person, but you couldn't at certain times on points you didn't necessarily know how to. That's all that it was. There was a lot of silent treatments between you both. Okay, if you're somebody right now that's listening to this and you feel like, you know, fully like your confidence is gone because you're currently going through it, please understand that no, things will get better. This person has severe confidence issues and self-esteem issues. This person, you didn't see the side, for some of you, with the coverts of this huge ego this covert narcissist had, but they thought they were the shizzle, but this was all coming from self-esteem issues, not true confidence. So it's like I feel like you were the one. I feel like you were the one that triggered their insecurities the most through their relationships. This person, they are in the background, okay? Spirit is saying they're watching all their conversations that they're having about you. This person is like, they've tried to move on from you, and every person they sleep with or talk to, they're just reminded of things about you constantly. This is what the divine is doing to them on purpose. The divine, remember, used them as a puppet to bring out your traumas, and now the divine is using your glow up and your level up as a puppet to humble this person and to let them know they're not the big I am. Okay. So let's see what they wish they could say to you right now. This person, okay, they wish they could right all of their wrongs. They only feel like this because you're not with them, honey. If you were to give them another chance, they will do all of those wrongs again, okay? This person is looking over your old messages and their old messages to you. They also, love letters could be involved in this in some way. So they either wrote you a love letter or you wrote them a love letter, but or an old card, like an old card, and you put a little my chair's so squeaky, but you put a message in there. They're reading over that a lot, okay? They are holding back. Like I said to you earlier, they all are holding you back. They wish they could have expressed themselves better. There could have been a plant involved as well. You may well have bought them a plant, or they bought you a plant. There's something to do with plants. They feel broken and sad about this situation. They wish they could express this to you. They are hopeful for a reunion, but it's only for their own, you know, okay? Yeah, they're struggling to find the right path. They will always continue to struggle to find the right path. This is why it's a blessing for you, honey, that you got out, because you are carving out your own bracelet, your own path, divine path. Yeah, they feel like they see your side of the story more now. But like I'm saying, the energy behind it is not so true. But they, in their rise in this current moment, they're like, I understand where, they understand where you was coming from. Like, they're like, I understand where they were coming from. Okay, yeah, they lied a lot. Like I said to you, there was a lot of lying in this connection. They have realized that if they had just told you the truth about some things before they did certain actions of what they did, because they use that as an excuse, a scapegoat, as something around that. Okay, they feel like if only they had opened up to you and told you how they felt, but they felt like they couldn't open up to you and tell you how they feel because they didn't want to be seen as weak and insecure, but that is what they were. They've never had a connection as intense and passionate as you. I did say to you earlier, do you remember, like, it's showing up as a twin flame connection, so it was highly intense and triggering, and they were feeling that energy. Okay, something about a black and white picture is coming through, and a neck grab. So I don't know if they used to either passionately grab you around the neck or, you know, aggressively for a small part of you. They feel super unclear. They're going back and forth. Because they still have hope in their mind, they feel like they, you know, they feel like they're quite confused because they still have a chance, but in their mind, they don't have a chance with you anymore. Okay, they want to reveal to you some sort of truth. For some of you, most of you, I do feel like this is some sort of fake truth. So they are going to be cooking up some sort of fake truth to come forward and act like they're being truthful with you, but still they know that they're not. It's not true truth, honey. That's one thing that's for sure. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so also what is relevant is that tattoos are relevant. Also a smart watch. So it could be like a Fitbit, Apple sports watch, I don't know what they're called or whatever. Something like that. Also, we've got a lot of, I feel like dark hair is very relevant. That's very relevant all the way through this reading. They feel like they're still trying to heal from you, but also for some of you, there's some last, or if you're currently going through it, obviously you are still trying to heal from them, but for some of you, there's a last little bit of residue. Hopefully this reading has helped you with some of that, but you, it says the lessons I learned will never be forgotten. Okay, soul contract, that part's for you. This is the lessons that you learned from this connection will never be forgotten. Okay, coffee is relevant. Real coffee beans is relevant. Thumb rings are relevant, and also red nails. You and tea lights, like small tea lights, are relevant as well. Maybe a metal like pot or like cauldron, sort of like burn pot. You might burn messages in a pot that is metal. That is relevant as well for either you or them. And also silver. Silver is relevant. There's quite a lot of relevancy there. You are to know that this, do you know what the thing is as well, right? As soon as you decide to entertain some sort of exchange between you and somebody for a prolonged amount of time, you automatically enter a soul contract. I'm not talking about the soul contract as in the ones that keeps you in, like you can move in any direction as to what you want, but in every soul that you meet, there is some sort of lessons to be learned there, whether beautiful or in a painful way. Okay, there is value in these connections for you. So as soon as you decide to continue a path with a certain soul, you enter a soul contract. Now that soul, you could have soul contracts with many people depending on what path you choose at a time. Okay, but this soul contract has ended. You are learning to love yourself and heal yourself and evolve and level up. A lot of you, you're already in that space. You've leveled up a lot. You've been shining, you've been glowing, and you're paving the way for others. It's not your job to uplift others and try and to help others in a point to it that's a detriment to your well-being. Spirit is saying that's very heavily for you, for some of you, because you are empaths. Okay. Okay, for some of you, there are smear campaigns going on. This person is going broke for sure. Okay, they are scrambling at certain things. They are gossiping a lot. This is what indicates to me. It could be a smear campaign that's going on. It's because they are afraid of how they will be viewed, because if they knew how they were really, if you were to expose certain things, I feel that this would, you know, really damage their reputation, but their reputation is damaged anyway. I feel like this is a collective thing that's happening between everyone that this person has hurt in different ways. This is manifesting towards this person, and this is the downfall they are currently going through. And they're about to go through. This could have started from today. Today their downfall started. Okay, it could be in that timing, today's timing. White roses and are relevant as well, and also carnation flowers are relevant to this person right now. How are they seeing them, Spirit? How are they seeing them? They're seeing you as somebody that has done the internal work when it comes to them. And I feel like they could have got in a relationship quite quick or started playing around with others quite quick as a numbing agent. And they know that I don't feel like you necessarily had to do that, or you did for a little while and you dipped right out because you realized that wasn't it. Because yeah, look, High Priestess has come out again. Like, you listen, you have done it. They see you as somebody that is highly spiritually attuned. You are probably the most spiritually attuned person that they know. Okay, they didn't know that at the time. Okay, a lot of you believe in Christ consciousness. Sunflowers and passion fruit are relevant. Also a pineapple. You are somebody that they see as value now. You always were value, honey. They just didn't see it because they weren't meant to. Remember, the divine was using them as a puppet to not see you. This was all meant to go this way. We've got this is ended with the 3 of Cups. So they see you as somebody that is extremely happy. You seem to have a lot of wins. They've been watching your glow up. Okay, they know you're having lots of wins. They know that you've leveled up. They know all these things. Also, they see you as somebody that has now become quite successful and have a high status at the minute. So they can see that if you may well could be in the public eye or well known in a business area of some sort. You're very somebody that, or you're loved and admired within your friendship group. So you could be very popular at the minute, but they're seeing that you are somebody that, and you could have got a new job or a new way of income. This is what they're seeing, and they're seeing that they never stopped you in any way possible, and that you have literally leveled up to the grandest heights since they've been gone. You know that song, since you've been gone, I couldn't for the first time. Don't ever let me sing again, because we all know I can't sing, all right? But listen, for you, okay, the storms are over. They feel like you've mended your heart, and you have, or you're about to be mending your heart from this connection, all right? They feel that they've witnessed you heal. They feel like they've realized that they were the problem the whole time, in a sense of in your life, okay? I'm not saying that you were perfect at all, but their perception, but you know, you weren't intentional like they have been you was not negatively intentional towards this person. I do feel like there was a lot of reactive abuse, so I do feel like you at times you could have been quite nasty. You might have said a few things that you didn't mean in the time, or acted in a certain way. You was in survival mode, okay? It's quite sad. I just got a sad feeling come over me. You was in survival mode, honey. It weren't you. This connection drew you away from source energy, God force energy, for you to come into divine union with yourself, and therefore source God force energy at large. Because like I say before, you did do it for a bit, but you weren't the whole full bit. This was all for you to be finally sitting in your Empress energy and trusting yourself. You embody the qualities of all the queens in the deck. You are all of that and more, honey. Okay? And they know that now. Their perception of you is twisted so greatly, but the funny thing is you never changed. You were you the whole time. They had to delude and gaslight themselves. So not only was they gaslighting you, they were gaslighting themselves that you weren't all that they knew you were and what you were. Okay, TLVE is here. Okay, yeah. They now realize that they drove you to a point that was no longer bearable. Okay, you realized you got to a point that was no longer bearable, and that's why you had to do what you had to do. All right, and it hurt you, but you knew where you had to go. The divine was guiding this the whole time. Your burdens have been lifted, okay? Your past doesn't hold you back anymore, not at all. You are somebody, I'm just so happy for you. You're like, yeah, I know some of you still got work to do, but you're getting there, okay? You're no longer in mental conflict with yourself, and they know this, and they were praying on you not being able to realize your self-worth because they knew you wouldn't have it. Okay, yeah, okay, okay, moving forward, they are not, everything is kind of like everything that they go for is not going to work out for them. It's not coming through yet if they know that this is divine judgment to, like, the balance is being restored. I don't know if they know it's because of you, or, but they feel like they've either been cursed or they feel because of you or something, okay, but they don't know that it's because of what they did to you. So whether they believed that they are cursed or that, you know, they're not taking the accountability that it's because of what they did to you. They think they're just looking at your reactions to things and looking like you've done this because now they're just weak, so weak. Let's finalize this energy off. Okay, listen, they feel defeated. This is how your reading started with this same card that came out here. They feel defeated, all right? It was like they won the argument or the short-term sprint, but they never won the marathon at all, nowhere near. And yeah, they wanted to win at all costs. They got a bitter victory after an argument, but will win the game and lose the relationship. But they lost the relationship, they lost the game, and they lost themselves in the process. I have to get rid of that energy now. It's literally making me tired and drained. So God knows how you felt in that situation. Let's see what is coming in for you. I need to get my energy up, your energy up, because this was all for a divine big reason, okay? And you, my darling, have shifted timelines and you're no longer going to be left out in the cold. This was all for a freaking reason, okay? You worked on yourself, you've been diligent, you've been focused, you've been, for a lot of you, you are having some big level up in your finances and career. I feel that for some of you, you haven't quite realized how high you can go, but you're about to. For a lot of you, you are in, like I say, you're in business. You could be a content creator, a writer, a entrepreneur, somebody that as well has been mastering their craft. You're getting a lot of victories when it comes into this. For some of you, you may well be getting, someone's coming in to invest in you. It could be within your company, within your business. This is a big fact. Yes, you could have ties to Egypt in some way. This is what the divine has been hiding from you. This is a big breakthrough for you, okay? There's been a lot going on behind the scenes. Scorpio could be relevant. Also, the moon is very, very relevant, okay? Mushrooms as well. You are getting, somebody's coming through to invest in you, to level you up in some way. This is the divine pouring into you. I feel that they are trying to give you this clear path with your finances, your career, and even for some of you, you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Spirit's saying, well, stand back, let me show you. okay? That's what's coming in. They're going to put you on your divine path. They're saying, move out the way then, because it's not your job to know the hows anyway, okay? For some of you, you're going to be highly famous or a entrepreneur that shapes this reality as we know it in a grand, grand way, okay? You are also going to have a lot of followers, high status. You're having a lot of people that deem you as somebody to respect, admire, look up to. I feel that a lot of you, it is simply just for being you. It's your energy that is like literally... This is why it's all happened, honey. No, this is absolutely amazing. This is going to give you a huge confidence boost. They're doing this, they're saying, before your divine lover comes in. Okay? Itching my nose, which means there's more they want to tell me about this. So, okay, what do you want to tell me? Okay, so they're giving you this before your divine partner comes in, because they want you to have a healthy balance when it comes to relationships. Now, they want you to have your own thing. They want you to be healthily unattached, detached. They want you to know that this is where your power lays. For you to have a healthy relationship, you have to have your own thing. So in the past, you may well not have had your own thing, and this is why, you know, certain connections became your all and all of your focus. You've either learned that and you've seen success already. I'm letting you know it's going to go higher, or you're about to be on this journey and you're going to not understand, but you're going to understand this, okay? This is where your power lies. You could be Leo has come out, Taurus energy has come out, Cancer energy has come out. Okay, tell me some more, Spirit. Okay, Spirit's saying, listen, for this person, the cycle has not closed out. They no longer want to be in conflict when it comes to you. They're going to come in and say they have emotionally balanced. This is why but this is all there for you to not be in your Empress energy, okay? Not be connected to your infinite source. You have to be strong through this. Ooh, okay. This is going on whilst you're living out your dreams, okay? It's because they feel defeated, because they feel like they're still in competition with you. They still want to tear you down in some way for you to not get to your divine partner. They can feel that your divine partner is coming in because you now know what you deserve, even though it hurt you to walk away, even though it, you know, emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually hurt you. You knew that something was better off for you, and you headed towards the mountain, and you're going to climb to the top. And not only that, you're going to be in union. The sun and the moon is in union. Masculine and feminine energy is in union. You're meeting your divine partner, my love. Yes, you freaking are. And so there's been times where you felt like, can I even trust anyone enough to get in a relationship? Do I even believe in love anymore? Because certain things that you see online, and, you know, it's like everything outside of you and what you've experienced, you've doubted whether you're going to find love. You are going to freaking, it's here, it's in your energy, but they want a few things to play out before this comes into fruition, because you're walking in straight into your 9 of Cups. This is your wish fulfillment. This is the true and utterly divine love that doesn't really happen in this lifetime. So I feel that you could have a special life path number in some way that is rare. Only, you know, it's prophesied that you will experience the rarest love that is on offer in this lifetime. Alright, so yeah, look at your cards. Oh, look at your cards when it comes to love. Alright, 999, this is the end. 1010, and this cycle is complete. Success in all your endeavors. 9 of Cups is here, but I was looking at the 2 of Cups, but yes. Okay, the 2 of Cups, divine union, masculine and feminine. Divine twin. Beautiful. This is so freaking beautiful. W and F initials are coming out. No, honey, we're gonna leave it there. Right, listen, This is your ultimate divine love. This is new love. This is no one from your past, okay? This is an overflow of abundant love. This is when you're going to see the sign of a dove, okay? And also you're going to see a waterfall. This is this person, whoever you have been trying to manifest or think that on your highest timeline you're going to manifest is them. This is your justice. This is balance being restored. This is freaking giving me the good feelings. I'm so sorry. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. This is everything. Whatever you thought, whatever person, whatever situations you felt were just too, am I asking for too much? Like, honey, you're getting that. You are getting that. I'm so excited. This is just amazing. This is so freaking amazing. I'm going to leave it here because it's in the most bit. Let's see what you can do. Let's see what the divine's saying to you, what you can do to bring you closer. Okay. They're saying, okay, have you asked the angels for help with this? Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. Remember, when you're working with the angelic realm, obviously with certain other deities and stuff that you're working with, even if it's God force energy, like, you know, when it comes to the angelic realm, one thing's for sure is that they do believe in free will. They abide by that. So that they're saying to you, listen, we are surrounding you. We want to help you, but you need to ask. So take a moment to say, you know, you can either ask, I'm going to see what angel's coming forward for you, okay? This is what you're meant to do, honey. Uriel, trust has come out, okay? So, Uriel, you call on Uriel either 3 times. There's different ways on how to do this, but the 2 that I like to go to are call on Uriel 3 times. So you can say, Uriel, I call upon you in love and light. I ask for you to help me with this situation in the way that you know is the most beneficial way for me, that is the divine path for me, that leads me to my ultimate power and love. Uriel will step forward. Or you could say, Uriel, I activate you to come and help me and reach my highest potential within this situation. Okay, they're the 2 that I like to bounce from. If you have your own personal way, let people know in the comments what you do when you're working with the angelic realm. But yeah, you know, Uriel is waiting. It's like Uriel's energy is there right beside you. Like, come on, I know what to do for you. I know what we're going to do. I know where you need to get to, but just ask me. Just freaking ask me. That's what Uriel energy is doing right now. This is going to bring you in so much trust in the path, in the divine path that you're on to your divine love and your wanted manifestations, okay? No, I don't need these. I don't need these. Sorry, I need these cards. Ah! Sorry, I'm just so excited. The colour purple is relevant. You're getting a lot of mountains. So mountains are relevant in some way. You've either just been up a mountain, you're going to see a mountain in a film or on social media. This is beautiful. What other message do you have? Okay. Your final message, my darling, of what the divine wants you to do is leave the past behind. It says last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. There's nothing there for you anymore. So if you haven't subscribed to me already, please subscribe and like, and let me know how you felt about this reading, what parts connected with you and resonated with you the most. If you want a private reading with me, then please click the link in my bio. I would love to read for you. I've helped thousands of people around the world when it comes to either quantum mechanics and how manifestation works, and also, of course, with tarot, okay? I have been reading tarot for, I think it's 16 or 17 years now, okay? But I've been an awakened tarot reader since 2014 when I had my first Kundalini awakening. And yeah, I know how to get you to where you want to be. I am sorry in advance if a partner is cheating on you. I will tell you. If you've been the one that's in the wrong and you need to take accountability, I will tell you. If you have actually been the victim in this, and I can see the bigger spiritual purpose in these, which I always can see that anyway, then I'm going to tell you, okay? And if you're that guy or you're that girl, I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader, okay? And I'm going to tell you too. So if you want a private reading with me, you're getting a real reader, okay? With real experience in many ways and real divine knowledge. And I'm willing to be the portal that connects you with the higher consciousness. And I will sure give you, in a loving way, everything you need to know. So book in with me. I can't wait to see you in person.